I did it. I finally did it. I don't know what took me so long to jump on the bandwagon and start filling my own 1-pound propane cylinders. But I'm moving forward.
We're moving on.
You know the cost of these things now is freaking stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. I spend a lot of time fishing in cold temperatures, and I can't justify spending that kind of money on propane anymore. And that is why I've gone with the refillable program. Not only am I looking forward to saving heaps of money, I also get to eliminate a lot of that unnecessary trash that gets left behind, because there are over 40 million of these disposable tanks that are sold annually right here in North America alone. And not all of them are going to make it to the recycle center. Unfortunately, we're always going to have bums leaving them on the ice and wherever they please. Most of us are familiar with the Flame King refillables, which have been around for quite some time now. Now, I'm not telling anybody to switch over, especially if you've already invested in the Flame King system. I'm just letting everybody know that there is another option on a refueling program. This is a reliable and safe alternative to refill than these. I know there's a huge community out there that are refilling these, and as dumb as I think that is, they're going to continue to do it. There's nothing legally stopping anyone from refilling these disposables. That is, until you transport them, or until something eventually happens. And believe me, something is eventually going to happen.
This kiosk so quickly, investigators say never had a chance to escape. Whoa!
In January 2016, a young woman suffered severe burn.
These tanks are not designed to be refilled. The construction of these is not substantial enough to endure the stresses of refilling multiple times. The valves, they're eventually going to leak, and if you're anywhere near an ignition source, you know what's going to happen. You're going to have a flash fire, or it's going to explode. There's no comparison in construction between these two. The walls on the disposables are extremely thin. There's no weld like there is here. It's almost like these two halves are friction fitted, but they're probably done with brazing. I chose the Fuel Keg over the Flame King for a couple of reasons, and the main one is this bleeder valve right here. Unlike the Fuel Keg, you have to have that special key. You have to have an Allen key to fill their tanks. Now that's something more for me to lose. You know, there are a lot of concerns about this valve here, getting snagged and hung up on something and releasing the contents of this tank. And that is simply not true. I've got a full tank here, and you can open and close this valve all day long if that really excites you. And unlike the ones with the set screw type, if those aren't properly tightened, or if they come loose during transportation, or if little Curious George becomes curious, those ones will vent out. Also the cap. There's lots of complaints online that the caps break and crack into pieces in cold weather. I much prefer these caps here on the Fuel Keg. Also, I've read a lot of complaints about the stand, their 20-pound tank stand. The feet that are provided with the Fuel Keg Mr. Heater kit are awesome. It was very, very stable. I had no issues with it whatsoever. Now watch how easy it is to fill one of these. The Mr. Heater Fuel Keg kit retails for 30 bucks, while the refillable tanks are 18 bucks. And because they were just recently released, they aren't widely distributed yet, but they are available at Menards and Tractor Supply for now. You know, I think I made the right choice. The older I get, the more I enjoy this buddy heater. Until next time, be safe Stay warm and watch this video if you have any interest in winning the new digital fish scale from BUBBA.